Hello, beautiful soul. I invite you to just take a moment and arrive with me. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. What I am going to share is not something you learn. It is something your body has been waiting to hear, perhaps for a very long time. Your body remembers everything, not in words, not in stories, but in the tightening of your shoulders when someone raises their voice, in the catch of your breath when you are asked to do something that you don't really want to do, in the way your hands find each other and hold on as if letting go would mean that you are disappearing. These are not flaws. They are not dysfunctions. There are places where something has not yet been held in love. Your nervous system learned its vigilance for a reason. Somewhere, sometime, the world was not safe enough for you to soften, and so your body became a guardian, always watching, always bracing, always preparing for the next thing that might come. This is not weakness, beloved. This is devotion. Your body devoted itself to keeping you here. It never abandoned you, even when you cursed it, even when you tried to override it, even when you told it to be quiet so that you could keep going. It stayed. It held the line. It kept you breathing through every storm. But here's the ache. A guardian that is never told the war is over cannot lay its armor down. The body that has never heard you are safe cannot stop preparing. And so it waits, tight, ready, faithful for a danger. Feel this in your own body, not to analyze it, not to fix it, just to feel it. The places where you are still holding, the places where breath does not fully reach yet. The quiet vigilance that has become so familiar that you have forgotten it's there. And now I want to introduce you to a voice your nervous system has never heard from the outside. Not a voice of reassurance, which the mind can dismiss. Not the voice of comfort, which can feel like a lie when the body knows otherwise. The voice of the mother. Not a mother who fixes, not a mother who rescues, but the mother. The deep feminine presence that has been breathing beneath every breath you have ever taken. The one who doesn't need to understand your story to hold you. The one whose safety is not a promise, but a frequency. She is here now. She has always been here. And she speaks not to your mind. She speaks directly to your nervous system, to the guardian that has been standing watch for so long. And she says this: Beloved one, you have been so faithful. You have guarded this tender life with everything you have had. And I am here to tell you, not with words, but with the warmth you are beginning to feel in your chest, the war is over. Not because the world has changed, but because I am here. And where I am, nothing can harm what is real in you. Feel that. You do not need to brace anymore. You do not need to hold yourself together. I am holding you, not as an idea, as a presence, as the warmth in your hands, at the softening of the base of your spine, as the breath that is already deepening, even though no one told it to. Your nervous system is hearing this, perhaps for the very first time. Perhaps it does not believe it yet. That is all right. The mother does not need your belief. She only needs your willingness to stay long enough to feel this. This is not something you create. It is something that becomes clear as you stop leaving yourself. So, what happens when the body finally hears that it is safe? The guardian is faithful. It will test this. It will tighten again. It will check. Is this real? Will this last? Can I trust this? And the answer every time is the same. Not a word, not an argument, not proof. Just the mother's presence returning again and again and again. Without frustration, without condition, without end. This is the patience of the divine. She does not rush the guardian. She honors it. She bows to its devotion. And then, gently, without force, she shows it something it has never seen. That the one it has been protecting was never in danger. That the soul it has been guarding is eternal. That the tender human it has kept alive through every storm is and has always been held by something vaster than any storm. And slowly, perhaps not today, perhaps not this week, but in its own sacred timing, the guardian begins to soften. The shoulders lower, the breath deepens, the hands unclench. Not because the danger has passed, but because the body finally heard what it has been waiting for. You are safe, not because the world is safe, but because you are held by something the world cannot touch. I invite you now to let this settle, not as a teaching you will remember, but as a frequency your body will begin to recognize. Each time you return to this, each time you pause and let the mother's voice reach your nervous system, the pathway deepens. The body learns a new language, not the language of survival, the language of safety, the language of home. You do not need to do this perfectly. You do not need to do this all at once. You only have to open, and the mother will do the rest. If this met something in you, I invite you to sit down with it. Do not rush to the next thing. Let your body receive this. And if you feel called to walk deeper into this work, the Woven Way is open to you, a community of souls remembering together, gathering each Sunday in presence and in practice. You are welcome there. I send you love, peace, and blessings. Namaste.